Hey guys, Kristy here, also known as your Dragon Knight Overlord. If you don't know, we have a little Discord server set up. There should be a link. Maybe I'll put a link in the description. I've been putting links for the live streams. It's a nice place just for you to chat, make friends. It's all good. Sometimes I'm on there chatting too. It's a good time. So I guess I don't know, I just kind of felt like doing some sort of vlog thing today because I found this stuff. Look at this. It's kind of weird. Also, I'm using my laptop, so the screen, look at this. This is a chia seed strawberry lemonade. No, I'm not a health person. It's just, I've had a little bit of chia seed before, and I don't know, I kind of like the texture. It's kind of weird. It reminds me of like raspberries, but then you drink it, so it's weird, but I don't know, I like it. I'm weird. I saw it and I had to try it because it looked tasty. Woo, pop. That's how we know it's fresh. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be fab. That's what the thing says. Here, let me. Yes. Okay, let's try this thing. I like it. It's not very lemonade-y, mostly like strawberry, a little lemon. Not that sour, which is disappointing, but I do like the chia seeds. What does it remind me of? It reminds me of like, I doubt many of you have tried horned melon, but I have. It's like this horny melon. Here's a picture somewhere so you can see what I'm talking about. It's like this orange thing with spikes, and then you cut it open and there's like this green goop with seeds, and it sounds kind of gross, but it's actually pretty tasty. That's what this kind of reminds me of, except like smaller. It's so weird. Like, is this a food or a drink? It's like applesauce, but not. I'm not sure what to think about this other than just the texture of the chia seeds is so satisfying. So, English, I talked about that last time. Maybe you want to know how it's going, maybe you don't. I just last night, I don't know when this is going to come out, but when I'm doing this vlog, last night I turned in my first essay for the quarter, the mid-quarter essay for English. It was about the dragon in Beowulf, which I had like just started reading like last time, you know. We finished that a while ago. We just finished actually Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. But anyway, my essay was just about the dragon and how it kind of relates to greed because, you know, there's Cohen's 7 Theses. It's an English thing. I don't expect anyone to know what I'm talking about, but it's basically that in literature, monsters are never just monsters. They kind of represent some sort of societal issue. So I talked about the dragon and greed because the dragon has his hoard with all his treasures, and then someone steals a cup and he's just super mad and he can't really communicate, so he just breathes fire on everyone's faces. And of course then Beowulf's like, hey, that was my house. So then he just goes up and he kills the dragon and he dies too. Spoiler alert, but like as my professor said in like old English stuff, you don't really have spoilers because even if you know the story, that's like the plot isn't the main thing you're focusing on. It's more the way it's written and all the devices they use. Like in literature classes, you just analyze the text and you don't really care about spoiling part of the story because it's not really something you can do. You can't spoil like analyzing and getting meaning from it. I mean, I guess you could, but like everyone has their own take and like builds off of other ideas. And I think that's why, part of the reason at least why I like it so much, along with the stories are just interesting and different. And I don't know, I like the language of how they, those scholars wrote. Spinny chair. This is like one of the few times I'm sitting here not plugged into my computer, but I have my headphones so I can actually spin and I won't destroy everything, which is pretty nice. Can anyone here like cross their eyes? Bet I didn't just cross my eyes just now. I can Okay, I remember like in elementary school, someone was crossing their eyes and we were like, oh, how'd you do that? And they're like, oh yeah, you just kind of look at your nose and then you cross your eyes. And I'm like, I'm looking at my nose, but like, do you see my eyes crossed? No, you don't. I've also heard to like hold a pencil in between your eyes, and now I don't know, it doesn't really work. I just kind of look silly because I'm like, I'm looking at my nose, but I don't think my eyes are actually crossed, so guess I'm not a chameleon. That other person must have been part chameleon, anyone who can cross their eyes, because human eyes aren't really supposed to go in different directions. So that's the only explanation I have. Let me know if you like find anything else out. Oh yeah, it's February, so I don't know, this about a month since the last time I did one of these, give or take, probably give. I don't plan on really making these monthly, but that's just how it's working out so far, and I think that's a good amount of time to go between little sit-down vlogs. But I want to look up the origin of Valentine's Day, because I don't know, even like in a relationship, it's like, well, I don't know, it just doesn't, like when you're in elementary school, it's super exciting because you everyone gives everyone candy and it's awesome, but then after that it's like, well, this is boring in comparison. I mean, it's nice to do fun things like go out, have a nice dinner, but you could do that any time of the year. At this point, it's more of a thing for like companies to sell you stuff and corporate schemes, whatever. I'm just gonna look at the origins though, because I'm pretty sure I heard about it at one point, but it's like, this is what it is now. Just spending money, but I mean, I guess spending time with people, but you should be spending time with the people you care about anyway. It couldn't have originated in that because I know its roots go like farther back. So let's see. St. Valentine's Day, or, wow, my nose is exploding. Anywho, an annual holiday celebrated on February 14th. It originated as a Western Christian liturgical feast day honoring one or more early saints named Valentinus, and is recognized as a significant cultural and commercial celebration in many regions around the world. See, commercial in the buying stuff. Although it is not a public holiday in any country. That's true, you don't like get the day off or anything. You still do your life. It's just potentially more love, which is that, like, you should have all that caring like all year anyway. But the day first became associated with romantic love within the circle of, oh, Chaucer, okay, in the 14th century. That is really weird because we've talked about Chaucer in my medieval and early modern literature class. He's like one of the few authors from that time who we actually know the name of. Other than that, there's this like joke that my favorite book is by Anonymous, because we just don't know, because the records of like a lot of authors from then has been lost, and it's sad, but at least we still have the works. That's something. The tradition of courtly love flourished. Okay, so I guess that's where it, okay, that's not too exciting, honestly, but you know, just you should be showing the people you care about that you care about them all the time, not just on this one specific day or in this specific month. But like, celebrate how you want. If you want to do extra stuff, that's awesome too. It's fun. Go have fun with that. If you don't, that's okay. I mean, you don't really have to do anything. It's not like you have any obligations. Like, other people are like, yay, look at this, and it's like, yeah, you're spending all your money about this thing, then it's not really that important. So there's that. Honestly, I feel like part of this is just I find a weird snack, and then I try it, and it's tasty, and I like it, and then I just kind of babble about random stuff. But something that's not just literature. I had that class today. I had all my classes today, and I was super tired, but then I got back and I'm like, I want to make videos, so I also wanted to try this, but it was like super weird, so I wanted to like vlog about it a little, you know. Not a sponsor. Don't get to see the label because, I mean, there's really no reason, but whatever. My brother keeps saying I should show you guys my Minecraft minifigures, so I'll just show you like one each time. Hopefully I don't end up with duplicates. So let's go in order, kind of. You know, here's my little magma cubes. Aren't they cute? Yes, they are cute. I could just show you them all now, but I feel like that ruins the suspense. So I think that's all I have to say for now. So hope you guys had some fun. Hope you learned something. Have a better perspective on the month and Valentine's Day. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I mean, what are you doing if you're here still at the end of the video and you're not subscribed? I'm about to show you a selection of some nice videos that you might enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!